Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Hey, good morning. I'm going to peek in for maybe the shortest podcast I've ever done. Today we're going to manifest more bravery. I only have one card because if I have other cards that have the word bravery on it, I cannot seem to find them today. So, manifest more bravery. I'm like looking through my decks and I'm like, should I combine bravery and courage? But actually we're going to do courage in a couple more weeks. So apparently there's something different between bravery and courage. So we have one card today, one beautiful, perfect card with a purple hair streak butterfly dragon on an oak leaves actually. So we have got oak. I feel like I've seen oak a lot this week. Like it's a good tree spirit to hang out with this week. Oak. Right, that's strong energy. So anyways, I'm trying to tap into my strong, brave energy. I was up a lot last night being so sick. So anyways, shout out to those bugs that just hit you out of nowhere. It was not a pretty scene here last night, and I'm kind of a little nervous. Gonna have to tap into that bravery if the little kids get this yucky stuff. So anyways, sorry for TMI, but I spent hours just throwing up and then pissing out my ass. So anyways, I'm definitely tired today. I'm questioning my guidance system because, it's like, start a new week. And I'm like, okay, or if you're sure we can finish all our old projects. And now I'm like, Borage, where are you at? Because courage and optimism and grace, click in now. So anyways, long night. So we're going to read this card and then, I'm going to go to the bathroom again and then go to bed, back to bed. And, just sleep it off, I guess. So anyways, bravery. I looked through several of my decks. I can't find anything with another bravery. Of course, there's some more decks over there. I'm like, wait, I didn't look at those ones. I mean, bravery. Do I have any other cards that say bravery? This one really is cute. I love this dragon. The green oak leaves are so green, and the purple of the purple hair streak is so purple. It's just awesome. And then it's got two acorns there dangling. So it's a really great card. And we're going to be asking ourselves, where do we need to show more bravery, and where have we been brave in our lives? So let's talk about the oak tree. Very few trees have an ancient or symbolic history as the oak. The Celts and their druids are but one example of many gods and mythos that call the oak sacred. And always, this mighty tree is linked to strength, endurance, and bravery. Hard and unyielding groves have stood for centuries. Oaks grow across the globe, with most of the species thriving in North America. And the author of this book, Carla Morrow, says, I was worried about finding a butterfly that would match the oak, but it turned out to be the easiest. The purple hair streak butterfly notoriously lays its eggs on oak leaves for the protection they offer. What a perfect symbol what a perfect symbol of bravery. All right, so let's talk about bravery for a minute. Bravery is not the absence of fear, but the ability to continue to move forward in the face of that fear. take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and turn to face that which you are afraid of. Stride forward despite your worries, with your head held high in confidence, even if you don't feel it, and keep going. The only way to conquer anything is to move through it. True that. The only way to conquer anything is to move through it. Any significant change in life can be a scary one, and you can constantly call on courage to help you through. Sometimes just getting through day-to-day life can require more daring than others may know. Know and understand that you do have bravery within you. It may be hidden, but it is there waiting to be called forth. So no matter what life throws at you today, you can call on your bravery. Bravery is not the absence of fear, but the ability to continue to move forward in the face of that fear. So 2 questions for contemplation and journaling perhaps is, where do I need to show more bravery? Where do I need to show more bravery? And sometimes it is really helpful to think, well, when or where have I been brave in my life? Where have I been brave in my life? So you can think about past events to call, just be like, oh yeah, well, I was scared shitless then, but I kept moving forward, right? You can call on a moment in your time, in your life where you were brave. Or just, be honest, like, well, bravery sounds good. Where do I need to show more bravery in my life? So take some time today and think about those 2 questions. And yeah, the only way to conquer anything is to move through it. You just gotta keep on moving. So it's gonna kill me later on to be going through my decks and find other brave cards. But I don't know, maybe I do only have 1 bravery card. I feel like I have more courage cards. So we will make up for it in a couple weeks, I'm sure, by having way too many courage cards. But yeah, who even uses the word bravery? But I might actually be using the word bravery today, because I am like, are you freaking kidding me? So anyways, I feel like I just got a curveball, and I'm going to run back upstairs and, get into bed. And, well, actually, I'll probably visit the bathroom first. And, just kind of roll with this. But, yeah, I'm kind of wondering what my guides have in store for me this week. Like, wow. So anyways, wish me luck. I hope you're feeling well this week. I would definitely suggest us doing our affirmations here. And then, feeling better. Coming back tomorrow, hanging out with the trees. It's never, ever, ever fun being sick. As a mother, it's like fun. Like, I don't mind being sick myself. But then, once my kids don't feel good, I'm like, oh, God. Oh, God is right. So anyways, dang. Be brave, y'all. Be brave. Sorry for the extremely short podcast, but that is about all I've got in me left. So on that note, let's do our affirmations and take it easy. And keep moving forward in the face of fear. Unless that fear is like a lion in front of you, I might not keep moving forward if there's a lion. But other fears, it's like using myself for an example. It's never fun being sick, but you still have to get some stuff done. So I'm glad I caught up on the laundry yesterday, because last night we just made so much more. All right, on that note, let's invite Borage in to end this teeny weeny podcast with some affirmations. This affirmation minute is brought to you by the Herb of the Week, Borage, and I dedicate all these affirmations to you. Thank you for your friendship and your addition to my community. I am full of courage and grace. I playfully move through life's obstacles. I treasure my soul friends and celebrate community. I freely give and freely receive. I am grounded in the truth of my value. I shine and share my gifts with the world. Yes, indeed, I am full of courage and grace. I playfully move through life's obstacles. I treasure my soul friends and celebrate community. I give freely and freely receive. I am grounded in the truth of my value. I shine and I share my gifts with the world. And so do you, and so it is, and so much love. Okay, what's up? Fast forward 24 hours. It's 9:09 a.m. the next day. I'm getting ready actually to do my Thursday podcast for Herb Oracle. But I wanted to check in because yesterday was such a shit podcast. This podcast that you're listening to, I was really sick yesterday and the day before. Oh my goodness gracious. That was crazy. But anyways, I'm coming back because as I was laying in bed, like just as all I could do was lay in bed. So like 24 hours of like on and off sleep was apparently the best remedy for whatever I had after I got it all out of me. I just needed to rest. But anyways, I'm laying in bed like thinking about how I only had one card for this podcast, and I was like, surely I have another card somewhere. And then as clear as day, I saw the card in my head. I saw the deck. I knew what deck it was. And I almost wanted to jump up yesterday and come down and get it and check in, but I'm telling you, I had to be in bed. Like, even though I had times of like alertness and I could read my book sometimes and I could message people sometimes, most of the time I was sleeping and sweating it out. So anyways, I'm coming back with our second Bravery card because I remember that I have this deck called Awakening to Your Divine Self. And this is an awesome deck, Awakening to Your Divine Self. There's not one author. It's actually 39 artists that have come together from across the globe, and they've all contributed a card. Some of them contributed 2 cards because there's 44 cards in this deck. It's a collaborative. And it's all about awakening to your full potential of your divine self. So the deck is called Awakening to Your Divine Self, and clear as day, I was like, yes, I remember the Bravery card. So we do have 2 Bravery cards, which is great because I didn't even post on Instagram yesterday. That's how much I just could not get on with it yesterday. But anyways, I'm feeling better now. I'm feeling much better now, and I want to just tell you about this quick card. There's not much in the little book about it. It's very simple. So I'll just describe the card to you. It's this reddish auburn hair young lady, and she's standing in this black gown that just sort of swoops across the bottom of the card, right? So she has her arms to her side, and she almost looks maybe a little nervous, but yet secure, a little timid yet strong. She's got her hands down at her side, and then right after her hands, then swoop. The gown just gets like the brush strokes in the picture just goes to both sides of the painting. So anyways, she's got this look about her where her eyes are wide open, and she's looking straight ahead, and her mouth is closed, kind of serious, stern, but she's focused. And there's a breeze in the air because her hair is sort of flowing over to the right a little bit. But she is unshaken, even though she might be shaking inside of herself. She is unshaken in her stance. So anyways, that's who's on the card. Now behind her are all these magnificent colors. There's like this yellow and yellow orb that goes into red behind her, head and behind her. And then on the right side of her is this blue colors. And on the left side of her is red. So there's all these fantastic colors behind her, but she is wearing a black gown, long sleeve black gown with a little bit of a V-neck. And it's this really like interesting feel to it, because it's like, wow, like what has she went through? What is she going through? What is she facing? And the word on the bottom is bravery. So it's a really great card. There are some colors in this painting that match the purple hair streak butterfly dragon, so that's cool. But yeah, for the most part, these cards don't really match, except that, like, yeah, actually they do match. It's like her and the purple hair streak butterfly basically are wearing the same gown, because the purple hair streak is mostly purple but with black on the edge of its wings, and she is mostly black, but there are some shades of purple highlights in her gown with just a touch of blue down there. So it's a really cool card. And then her color of hair actually is the color of the acorns. Okay, so I'm like, they don't match, and then I'm like, no, they totally match. I'm just all over the place. I can't wait to hang out with the trees right after this. I'm gonna go record the tree podcast since it's Thursday. Good Lord, how is it Thursday already? All right, so this is what I came back to tell you. You do have to be brave. Oh my gosh, even when things are uncertain, even when you don't know what's going on, you gotta be brave, and just sort of roll with it, right? There's a lot of rolling in bravery sometimes, like just going with it and knowing that you can handle whatever. But anyways, I'm back drinking my marshmallow root, eating some salty potatoes, trying to get my body replenished with electrolytes. And I want to read this short book out of the guidebook. It's on page 17, Awakening to Your Divine Self, Bravery. Whew, all it is 6 sentences. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences. 5, number 5, lots of changes. Here we go. Bravery. Fight your fears as if they were dragons. Stand in the wind and face them with love. Be brave. Be free. And that's it. That's all she got. But here's the thing, it's really cool, because it's like, if you want freedom in your life, you have to face your fears. She says fight your fears as if they were dragons. But it's like we lose our sense of freedom when we start running from things. When you're being chased, you're not free. When you're trying to avoid things, you're not free anymore. You're now a prisoner. You're now a prisoner to that fear, or to whatever you're avoiding. So a lot of times it just feels better to turn around and look at things. Like whatever's been chasing you, actually, or just in your mind, it's like, just stop running and turn around and face it. You know, a lot of times it just goes poof, and all it was smoke and mirrors the whole damn time. But a lot of times it seems smaller than what it was. Like when it's chasing you, it seems scary, but when you turn around and look at it, really look at it, it usually is much, much, much smaller than what you had been imagining. So yeah, be brave, be free. If you really want freedom, then you have to be brave. You have to, and you'll feel so much better. You'll feel so much better about yourself, about life, about everything, if you just sort of embrace this essence of bravery. Stand in the wind and face the fears with love. So stand in the wind. Let nothing shake you. Let the wind tickle you, right? Just face everything. Like whatever it is, it's not as bad as I make it in my head. And just stand up straight. And even if you're kind of shaking in your boots, stand there. Fight your fears as if they were dragons. Stand in the wind and face them with love. Be brave. Be free. All right, now that's it. It's still a dinky little podcast, but I'm just so glad that I came back. Remember that I did have another card. Now, if I find more cards, they're just shit out of luck, okay? But I'm really glad that it was shown to me that I had this card because yay! I still have a little bit of recall left in that old noggin of mine. And bravery, embrace it this week. Manifest more of it this week. If you need more bravery, just start looking at your fears and get yourself pumped up like you were going to fight a dragon, I guess. Although I have a whole deck of dragons that you would not want to fight, so I don't want to put a bad name on dragons, but you know what, you get the gist. Look at the things that have been making you afraid and be brave enough just to look at them, and then be brave enough to stand there for a minute, and something's going to click inside of you. Something's going to change. Something is going to shift. Everything big is going to seem smaller. So do whatever it takes. Maybe you need to laugh in the face of fear, right? Maybe a little laughing at the things you've been running at. Maybe a little laugh at yourself for being such a scaredy cat. Whatever it is you need to do to tap into that bravery, just tell yourself, you can be brave. I can be brave. I can manifest more bravery. I manifest more bravery now.